Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation, Know Your Acrylic Materials. My name is Wayne Jiang. I am a full-time fine art painter and painting teacher specialized in acrylic paintings. I have been using acrylic as my main painting medium for the last 28 years. Here are some of my paintings. I do mostly fine art paintings, as well as illustrations, and the occasional mixed media collages. Over the years, I developed my own acrylic style using the layer and glazing technique, which achieves a similar look as the old master's oil painting. Besides painting acrylic, I also teach the medium, and I've been teaching for the last 11 years. I teach acrylic painting to total beginners to professional artists. If you'd like to take your acrylic painting to the next level, please consider taking one of my online or in-person workshops. I also do one-on-one painting lessons and tutoring. For more information on my upcoming workshops and one-on-one lessons, go to my website, waynejiang.com. Over the years, while teaching my painting workshops, I often noticed students struggle to learn acrylic techniques because they were using the wrong or substandard material. Bad paint, wrong brushes, even the wrong color palette can cause unnecessary struggle in the learning process. Often I end up giving these students my own material so they don't have to struggle too much. After seeing this happen over and over again, it has become very clear to me that choosing the right material is a major component in a student's success in painting acrylic. To choosing the right material in the first time will also help students save money and avoid owning duplicate art materials. It is for these reasons I decided to create these video presentations on acrylic materials. Due to the great amount of information I need to cover, I'm breaking the presentation into 3 videos. In part 1, I will cover acrylic paint. In part 2, I will cover brushes and palette for acrylic. In part 3, I will cover painting surfaces for acrylic and other useful items for acrylic painting. Let's talk about acrylic paint. When you go to the art store, either online or in person, the choices of acrylic types and brands are simply overwhelming. In the early 90s, when I started to paint acrylic, there was only a few brands of acrylic to choose from. Back then, the acrylic section used to occupy half the aisle of the art store. The last time I went to Dick Blake, the art supply store, there were 2 aisles of acrylic products, 2 dozens of brands, and another dozen type of acrylic type to choose from. Types like heavy body, soft body, open, fluid, ink. It's easy to see why choosing the right acrylic paint is so confusing. To simplify what acrylic types is right for you, I think we should break down the types into 2 groups. The first group is the regular acrylic group. It consists of soft body and heavy body acrylic. If a brand does not say what type of acrylic it is, you can safely assume they're somewhere between heavy body and soft body acrylic. Soft body is acrylic paint with thinner consistency, whereas heavy body acrylic has a thicker consistency. The heavy body acrylic is more conducive in creating painting with more surface texture, like painting in the style of the French Impressionists or palette knife painting. Soft body acrylic is more conducive to doing painting with a lot of details and a flatter surface. Painting style like tromboid or realism painting with lots of details that involves layers and glazing. The heavy body acrylic can also create the flat look as the soft body acrylic, but it requires the artist to water down the paint and paint relatively thinly. However, it's more difficult to create painting with great deal of texture using the soft body acrylic because it's thinner consistency. Again, if a brand does not say what type of acrylic it is, you can safely assume they're either between heavy or soft body acrylic. U-Track, for example, has the consistency of the heavy body acrylic, whereas Novacolor has the consistency of the soft body acrylic. The second group of acrylic is what I call hybrid acrylics. They include fluid acrylic, open acrylic, acrylic ink, and acrylic gouache. These acrylic take on some of the characteristics of other mediums like oil, watercolor, gouache, and ink. Fluid acrylic and acrylic ink were created for watercolor and ink artists. They are liquid forms of acrylic paint with high concentration pigment. However, unlike watercolor and ink, fluid acrylic and acrylic ink are waterproof once it's dried. Open acrylic is acrylic that takes longer time to dry. It was created for oil painter who wants to transition to acrylic for health reasons but don't like how fast acrylic dries. Acrylic gouache is, as its name implies, is acrylic paint that has the look and feel of gouache paint. It's solid, flat, it's a matte finish with no brush strokes. But unlike gouache, it's waterproof and it does not crack once it's dry. If you're painting acrylic for the first time or haven't painted acrylic for a while, I strongly recommend you choose the regular acrylic group. The hybrid acrylic group are really specialized acrylic created for artists used to work in other mediums. For that reason, I don't recommend them to beginning acrylic painters and do not use them in my workshop. On a side note, if you're taking an acrylic class and the teacher are using one of these hybrid acrylic and asks you to do the same, it's a good sign the teacher is not very familiar with acrylic. For example, if a teacher is using open acrylic for the class, he or she is really an oil painter moonlighting as an acrylic teacher. The so-called acrylic techniques you are learning are probably more like oil painting techniques. Now that you know what type of acrylic to choose, let's talk about which brand you should use. As the old saying goes, you get what you pay for. This is especially true when it comes to buying acrylic paint. With a few exceptions, there is a huge difference in quality between the cheaper brand and the more expensive brands. The paint is the most important element in all your acrylic painting materials. In my past experience, many folks often fail in their acrylic projects or stop painting acrylic altogether because they use cheaper and substandard paint. To illustrate the quality difference between different acrylic brands, in order to convince my students to buy higher quality paint, I often demonstrate the following comparison test in my painting workshop. I take the same color paint from different brands, water it down with approximately 10 part water and 1 part paint. I apply each brand of paint on a gesso board on the table. Wait about 1 minute for the paint to dry partially, and then move the panel to the easel and let gravity take over. After 2 minutes on the easel, it becomes quite obvious the top strip is painted with higher quality paint. The paint dries much more evenly than the other strips. The paint dries very unevenly on the second and third strip of paint, with most of the pigments simply fall to the bottom. I'm not a chemist, but my guess is that the higher quality paint was created with better pigment and filler, which enabled the paint to hold on to the painting surface better. If you're using low quality paint, this test explains why you're having a hard time creating a more even blend or getting a nice solid color in your painting. Here's the result of the test of 5 of the acrylic brands: Golden, Novacolor, Liquitex, Blick Studio, and U-Track. As you can see, both Golden and Novacolor came out quite good in the test. Liquitex is not bad. Blick Studio and U-Track are clearly the loser in this test. With all the paint brand that I tested, here are the results of the quality test from best to worst. Number 1, with the best paint quality, is Golden and Novacolor. Number 2 is Liquitex, then followed by Winsor & Newton, then Grumbacher, then U-Track. In general, I would avoid any brands with studio and student attached to its name. They're generally low-quality paint meant for kid projects. You are but guaranteed to struggle with them. If we compare the price of the brand from high to low and its ranking of their quality, it's clearly a case of you get what you pay for. Golden being the most expensive color and the best in quality. The student brands being the cheapest and the worst in quality. The only exception here is Novacolor. It's very reasonable in price, and the quality is comparable to Golden. It's no accident this is the brand that I use the most. However, there are a few drawbacks to Novacolor. You can only buy them online on their website, novacolorpaints.com. They only sell the paint in jars, not in tubes, and the minimum order is $40. My recommendation for acrylic paint brand is Novacolor if you paint acrylic on a regular basis. If you're a beginner and need to buy the paint now, go ahead and get either Golden or Liquitex in the store. And in general, I would avoid lower quality paint like Utrecht and any student brands. For those who paint acrylic on a regular basis, I like to show you how I distribute paint. Because it's less expensive to buy paint in a higher quantity, I usually buy 1 gallon container of paint for the colors I use the most. For color I use less, I buy 1 quart size or 32-ounce containers. For the color I use the least, I buy pint size or 16-ounce paint containers. I pour the paint into squeezed plastic bottles from the paint container for daily use. After pouring the paint into the squeezed bottle, it's important to close the lid to the paint container so the paint does not lose any moisture. To ensure the moisture does not escape from the container, I put masking tape around the lid until the next pouring. The squeeze bottle I use is the same kind of squeeze bottle used for ketchups and mustards. I use the 16-ounce squeeze bottle for the colors I use the most. And for color I don't use as much, I use the 8-ounce squeeze bottle. I like the squeeze bottle with the cap attached to the body for the simple reason I don't lose the cap. The last thing I would talk about in this presentation is the light fastness rating number on your paint. Light fastness is the permanency of the pigment and its resistancy to exposure to light. You can find the light fast number in most brand of paints on the paint label. Light fast rating 1 is the best. Light fast rating of 3 being the worst. It means color will fade in sunlight much faster. It's a good practice to use most of your color that has light fast rating of 1. And use colors in light fastness rating of 2 occasionally, and avoid using color light fastness rating of 3. This concludes part 1 of my video presentation of knowing your acrylic materials. I hope you find this information helpful. In part 2, I will cover brushes and palette for acrylic. If you'd like to take your acrylic painting to the next level, please consider taking one of my online or in-person class. I also do one-on-one painting lessons and tutorings. For information on my upcoming workshop and my one-on-one lessons, go to my website, waynejiang.com. Until next time, happy painting!